Mic check. Sweet. We are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the GGBL. Postseason action continuing here tonight. And let's see here. It's been a minute since I've been live. So make sure all the OBS settings are set and ready to go. It looks like we're ready to go. What's up, Shy Sox fan? What's going on, my friend? Let's turn down the TV volume here. And what do we got? What do we got here? We got Vegas. We got Pittsburgh. We got Atlanta, San Diego. That's actually hilarious because that's who I decided to put on the thumbnail. And it's literally the first game that we're going to get. So that's pretty fun. I will... Your future boyfriend. Bro, have you heard 26 ain't that great? Yeah, I don't really buy it, my man. I'm on 26 on my Twins franchise on my main channel. And I think it's fine. I mean, there's some things, obviously, that... let's see, just making sure the lineups here are good. Pitching rotations, hold up. Yeah, I think we're good there. We should get Strizak, and then Trig, and then Del Toro. Okay, that's set up fine. What about San Diego here? Kuros. Actually, everybody should be pretty healthy. So we need Grimm, we need Madison, and then we need Kuros. And then we need that. Okay. All right, good. We're going to have to do this for Vegas and Pittsburgh. Just let me work through this here for just a second. Yeah, we need that. 12 and 10, 11 and 7. Yep, there we go. And then Pittsburgh, we need to go back to Pittsburgh. We need Hal Richards for, was it Guillen? Man, their staff. Oh, yeah. Right. Because all these guys are, I think Hamby, yeah. Yep, and Guillen, I think, was a reliever, yeah. For Strongman, yep. Got it. So Strongman needs to be down there. Norman. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, so 26, I think people really, I think the biggest issue with 26 is people don't like the trade logic, which obviously makes sense. It's had some issues, but in my recent games on 26, in my franchise, some of the trades are actually pretty fair. You know, take it or leave it. You believe me or you don't, but yeah, I haven't seen too much of an issue. But what have you heard? What's the big thing on 26 that you're talking about? YFB that people don't like? Because for me as a franchise player, that would be the big one. But yeah, GGBL is moving to 26, and hopefully it works out. I hope that it is fine. I hope that we get some good trades. I hope we get some good drafts. I hope we get some good storylines and stuff. And I think it'll be fun, especially with the off season. I think that'll be pretty cool, just to see how big teams will go, right? See how far that they'll go to try to build a winner. Because I'm not going to be involved as much as I was in the off season as I was in 23. Right, I'm trying to like pull all the strings as the commissioner and make sure that everything's fair and all that. And I think that's what probably, like the diehards like you guys would probably think that was cool. But I think to be able to have a CPU kind of manage its own thing adds a little extra layer of randomness, you know, that might be kind of fun just to track and create our own storylines that don't feel so forced, you know. Oh yeah, the foul ball home runs. Is that still happening? Like all the things that you're talking about though are online. Like it's a mess in competitive, for sure. It's a mess in competitive. In ranked play, I actually, I don't do a lot of Diamond Dynasty content, but I did try to dip my toes in that water just a little bit, and I'm 2-1 now. I'm on a 2-game winning streak. First game was a little rough, but it's because I was using like the base roster against somebody that had all the World Baseball Classic guys, 88 overalls, 90 overalls, and I held in as long as I could, and but couldn't get the W, but that's okay. And then now that I've got better players, on 2-game winning streak, baby. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's the fielding, it's the reaction time, it's the fielding, moving left to right, forward and back, like that is really throwing some things off, for real. Like, it just seems a little too random. I think it's a little too RNG, where you'll get a base hit past the shortstop. It's like, well, in past games you could make a play on that, and now it's, well, depending on your player's reaction rating, either you do or you don't make the play. It's like, yeah, I mean, it adds some good things to realism, right? As a baseball sim, that's good for like franchise and stuff. But in competitive gameplay, like, you need it to play more like arcade. You know what I mean? You just need that. I don't know. Anyway, I do like catcher pop time being a stat. Yeah. That I again, as a offline guy, I'm all about the changes that they've made. Defensive changes. Like I've had more exposure to the trade logic. The stuff that they showed on screen, I feel like they turned the slider all the way up just to make sure that there were trades to go through. But some of those trades on the premiere were insane, like actually insane, and it freaked people out. It's like, guys at SDS, like, guys, did we not think about this? You're trying to sell the game, guys. Don't turn the feature all the way up and have all these trades flying through, and you're like, I can't make sense of why the Texas Rangers would trade away Corey Seager and all this stuff. It's crazy. But anyway, enough about 26. We're here in 23, and GGBL 23 is getting underway with the championship series. That's what we got going on tonight. I don't know how many games we're going to get through, but we will try to get through a few. We'll have some quick counts turned on. Mostly, I'm not going to like announce these games. I just want to be upfront to anybody that might be joining the video, like not live, but might be watching it on the replay. I'm not going to get into these games as sort of a broadcast. I just kind of want to be chill tonight and just watch these games play out and see who's gonna get all the way to the Gold Series, man. So let me really quick do some housekeeping things, like, I don't know, maybe shutting the door here downstairs. I don't want to wake up my children. That would be terrible. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, waking people up. All right. Sounds good. All right, who do we got in here tonight? We got four peeps. One is Shy Sox. The other is YFB. I feel weird about saying your future boyfriend. I just do. Just to kind of get things kicked off here tonight, I am going to simulate game number 1 and game number 2. So we're going to actually sim the first 2 games of each series, and we'll see kind of how that plays out. The reason for that is I do kind of want to potentially finalize the championship series in the Gold Series, who's going to play for it this weekend. So even if we got to do that on Sunday to finish it off, I'd kind of like to go about it that way. So the first 2 games we're going to sim. If it is a 1-1 tie, we'll simulate game number 3 in order to break the tie. So at most, before we get into gameplay, it's either going to be 2-0 or it's going to be 2-1. So it just kind of depends on where we're at. So let's get into it. So Gatsby, Grimm, and Riker Strizak. Ready? Let's do it. Ooh, 13 innings. 13 innings and a walk-off. Let's see if we can figure out who did it. Atlanta gets the win. San Diego. All right, so Harold Otto hits a 2-run. Well, it's maybe a 2-run home run. I guess you can't really tell. He went 2 for 5 with 2 ribbies. So the home run, you don't know, you know. But he did have a double. Did have a double in there, too. Let's see. Grimm, 7 innings, 7 Ks, 3 walks. Jesus Vasquez has a blown save. So that was about, let's see, 8 innings. They had Scott Mesa go 3 1/3. And then Bud Billings, Mr. Bud Billings comes in and gets 1 out, and then he gives up an earned run. So 1 hit, no walks, an earned run. So that tells me that it was a walk-off home run. Now we got to determine who did it. Samuel Woodson. He's the only guy that hit a home run. So let's see if that makes sense. 6 at-bats. 4 were strikeouts. Oh my gosh. 4 were Ks. So, yep, he did hit the home run there. But then we got Rosario with 5 at-bats. We got Booker with 5 official at-bats, plus Gomez, who pinch hit for him, or pinch ran. He had an at-bat. So that's 6 right there between that line. And then Carver had 5 at-bats with a walk, so he had 6. Yeah, it was Woodson. Woodson hit the walk-off home run. Wow. Okay, so Atlanta, good start there. Let's go here to the 11th. So again, we will simulate game 1s and game 2s. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? These game 1s, guys. A walk-off. Another one. Vegas. Wow, Pittsburgh scores 4 runs in the 8th. So they got to go to the bottom of the 9th. It's all tied up. This is a crazy game. 6 runs for Vegas in the 2nd, 4 in the top of the 2nd for Pittsburgh. So they were Pittsburgh was losing in the bottom of the 1st. Then Vegas was losing after the top of the 2nd. They come back firing, getting 6 runs. So it's 7-4 at that point. 8-4 after the bottom of the 3rd. And then Pittsburgh starts chipping away. Vegas gets a little insurance there in the bottom of the 6th. And then top 8th comes around. 4 runs. Tie ball game. Bottom 9th. Another walk-off. Incredible. Incredible. Pittsburgh line, not really that interesting to me, other than the fact that Hal Richards III went an inning and 2/3. He got shellacked. This is one of the best pitchers in the league, and he got absolutely destroyed. 1 strikeout. That is not what Pittsburgh needed. They needed this guy to perform like an ace, and he just didn't. So I'm curious who delivered that walk-off. So let's actually go back to Pittsburgh's line here. So Brandon Guillen, 1 hit, 1 earned run. So you know it was a home run. So it was either Dugan or Conrad who had 2. So let's see. Dugan went 1 for 5. You had Ariano have 4 at-bats. He must have reached on an error or something. Maybe. Or maybe he got hit by a pitch, actually. That would be, yeah. Because then Conrad had 5 at-bats. Yeah, it was Conrad again. He hit his 2nd home run of the game, and it was a solo shot. Walk-off central, guys. All right, San Diego, Atlanta. Well, oh my God. Every game has been a walk-off. Look at bottom of the 10th. Atlanta comes through with 3 runs in the bottom of the 10th. They were losing. They were losing 6. No. Yeah, it was 6-6. It was 6-6. So you can't, in a tie game, you can't score 3 runs. You can't win by 3 in the bottom of the 9th or the 10th. You got to win by 1, right? So the fact that they got 3 runs means one thing. They hit a walk-off home run. So who did it? Carver hit 2. Booker had 2. Woodson had 1. And So Woods, it wouldn't have been Woodson because he had a solo shot. 1-1-1. Let's see. It would have had to have been Carver. 4 at-bats with a walk. So that was his 5th at-bat, essentially. 5th time up to the plate. Yeah, he had a 3-run homer. Oh, my gosh. 3-run home run to win the game. Crazy. Absolutely nutty. All right, let's see where we're at. Atlanta up 2-0. Vegas up 1-0. So we're going to go up here to Pittsburgh, Vegas for game 2. We'll simulate this one. And Vegas wins decidingly. 8-1 final score. 3 runs in the first, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the 8th. They just took care of business, guys. Taking care of business every day. Brody Bush got a homer. Kicks deals 6 Ks. Yeah, they destroyed him. They destroyed him. So we have 2-0 series, which means that we'll finally get into gameplay here and see how it plays out. Hopefully, we're looking for sweeps if we want to get, if we want to know who's going to play in the Gold Series tonight. We're hoping for some sweeps. Let me see what the chats are saying here. Well, we have D Hyde. I thought that might have been me for a second. You should know at least one. I do. Thank you for stopping by and helping out the cause. Hopefully things are well. Hopefully things are good. YFB, most people don't know that username is a Watch Dogs 2 reference, but it's still funny. What? What username? That username is a Watch Dogs 2 reference. Oh, YFB? Your future boyfriend? Vibes, it says, yo, GGBL Friday. Welcome back, Vibes. It's always good vibes up in here. All right, let's get into our first game of gameplay. We've got Atlanta, San Diego, and we will also get, on the 14th, we'll get Vegas and Pittsburgh. And again, depending just on how fast this goes, and, you know, we'll do the mercy rule type deal. Do quick counts on, and let's get into it. Let us get into it. Let us do it. Yeesh. I'm looking at my fantasy baseball team, and it's just... Okay, guys, rate this fantasy baseball team, okay? Are you ready? It's a 10-team dynasty league, okay? 10-team dynasty league. You tell me how good that it is. It's a loaded roster, okay? Like, positionally, the number of players on this team. So, we all operate on the same number of players, obviously, but it's a lot of players. But let me know what you think, and tell me what my record should be. Like, we play in categories, right? So I've got to beat you in runs, homers, ribbies, average, wins, strikeouts, all that stuff, right? Do you think that I should have... We've had 3 matchups now, 3 weeks of gameplay. Do you think I should be 3-0? Let me know here. Okay. Catcher. I'll do it by position. Catcher. Francisco Alvarez. Ivan Herrera. Liam Hicks. Those are my catchers. First baseman. Freddie Freeman. Pete Alonso. Murakami. Okamoto. Okay, so those guys have first base eligibility. Second base, Luke Keeschel, Matt McClain, the second baseman. Third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And I'll just, for depth purposes, I'll say Murakami and Okamoto again at third base. Jose Fernandez at shortstop. Hey, we got a home run. Danny Lytle starting Atlanta off. They're down. I'm sorry, are they up? I forget who's winning the series. Jose Fernandez, the young shortstop for the Diamondbacks. So, shortstop. Jacob Wilson, shortstop. Connor Griffin. Okay, very young shortstops. Outfielders. Pete Crow Armstrong. Chandler Simpson. Ronald Acuna. Jackson Merrill. Those are the outfielders. Shohei Ohtani. Batter, by the way. Shohei Ohtani, batter. So that's the batting order. Is that loaded or not?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Why have this season just started? I'm already ready for it to end. Getting swept by the Pirates without Scanes is a disgrace. Yeah, the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, that's annoying. Should never happen. So that's the lineup. Okay. Pitching. This will be a lot easier to list off. Taj Bradley, Tyler Glasnow, Chase Burns, Nolan McLean, Freddie Peralta, Trevor Rogers, Joe Ryan, Lance McCullers, and then on injury, Shane Bieber, Jose Barrios, Hurston Waldrop, Dieter Fuentes, and Peyton Tolley on the NA in the minor leagues. So you guys tell me, should I be... He says, yeah, you're probably 1-2. My team's bad? Vibe says my team is bad. I should be 1-2. Or he's, you know what? Okay. On a talent, I'm not talking like recent production. I'm talking like name, brand value, and expectation. Like, this team should not be that bad. But you're right. You're right. I have not won a matchup. I'm about to be 0-3. But we go by categories, right? So right now this matchup is 5-7. I'm losing. And last week I tied 6-6. And in week 1 I lost 9-4. So it's brutal right now. It's absolutely brutal. And I'm expecting Tyler Glasnow tonight to like drop the ERA down and pitch well. And he's losing right now, 3-1. The Dodgers are losing. They can't even get run support. Chase Burns sucked today. But yeah, like, this team should not be that bad. But here we are. Here we are. But if there's anything that I've learned in all my time playing fantasy baseball, you don't panic. You don't panic. It's only April. I keep telling myself that. It's only April. All right. Well, that was a good discussion. I had to get it off my chest, man, because this is insane. It's insane. Get it off my chest. I gotta go back and see who's winning this series. No, ball 4. Atlanta's up 2-0, and Vegas is up 2-0. Okay, so Atlanta's breaking out to that 1-0 lead. That's good for them. They could get to 3-0. do want to pose you guys a question real quick. For GGBL 26, what is your preference? Does it matter, upload or live stream? Does it really matter? I feel like you can cover a lot more stuff in an upload. Like you can present things a little bit easier in an upload format. But streams are definitely more engaging. I mean, this is a pretty unconventional stream tonight. Just kind of hanging back and laying low a little bit.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 44.
You know what? That's actually a pretty good suggestion, though. Honestly. YFB. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's a good point too, Vibes. Prefer live streams when it makes sense, but when we need to get through a lull, like an episode. You mean like a lull in terms of like the off season, or like is that the lull period, or is it kind of more like yeah, I guess rather than me guess, I guess what would you mean by a lull? Like I have my own ideas of what that means, but YFB, that's actually, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Upload regular season and then live stream postseason, off season. Yeah, because it's yeah, I can't get around that. Like that's probably the best setup. Because off season you don't know what's going to happen, and then you can kind of prove to everyone that it was live and not fudged, right? Not manipulated. Plus it gets people hyped up, right? Then you get postseason, which again is more of a serious thing. It's like the off season, right? And you can prove that things weren't fudged either at that point too. I don't know. I kind of like that idea though. But if you do that, then what would kind of be schedule? I kind of like GGBL Fridays, to be honest with you. I think we've kind of built that in. I might even say like Fridays and Sundays is just GGBL day. Fridays and Sunday nights. And they could be flexed, you know, like a Friday might be an upload, and then a Friday, depending on the situation of the season, you know, just like you said, could be a Friday stream, could be a Friday upload, like, just depends on where we're at in the season. Interesting. I'll have to think more on that.
The second baseman.
Vibe says off seasons are never lulls. I mean, those spaces between opening day. Oh yeah. Then also the time right after All-Star break before we get to those important games before the playoffs. Yeah, I do feel like we found a really good really good pattern. And for a while, even looking back at like GGBL 21, I was always trying to really grind through and figure out what makes the most sense. Like, what games do I even show? Like, why does this random game in May matter? You know? And I did feel like it was kind of pulling straws a little bit. Or splitting hairs. I don't know. I think I'm using the straws example too. Wrong. I think it was like splitting hairs. It's a reach. Yeah, grasping at straws. Yeah. So, yeah. It's just a reach. Like to try to... Oh, you know what? Here's a good phrase. It's like trying to draw water from a rock. That's what it was like. I would see a game in the middle of May, and I'd be like, ooh, that's a good matchup. That's a cool matchup. We might not get that ever again. You know, it's a good pitching matchup. You got two good teams. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you start doing a lot more simming naturally. You're not going to do all 162 games. So there's going to be more sim than in gameplay, especially when you're watching all 30 teams. So those two teams, they might miss the postseason. And it's like, why did we watch them in May? What was the game? What was the live stream for? So I feel like you gotta get to the games that matter, like the points in time in a season that matter. I feel like we've done that. You watch opening day, you get kind of a good feel for the new players, their new bigs, new lineups. And then you sim hard. Get to the All-Star break. Get a little league update. See how things are going. Get to the trade deadline after the All-Star stuff, and then get to that playoff push. Yeah, I mean, at most. And, you know, that took a while. It took a while for us to figure out. For me to figure out, I should say. Me. GGBL 21 kind of struggled with that. Pacing. And then 23 kind of, I tried to speed things up a little bit, but I think I got caught too much into that cycle of, no, this game's really important. Yeah. But, yeah, all in all, I think we figured out a good pace. I like the structure. I like the schedule that we've got. Everybody gets shown on opening day. Sim hard, get to the halfway point, do a little trade deadline stuff. Ooh, base knock, should be another run. Noah Pinkard, rounding hard, headed for home. And we got 2-0 game. Same score as the series, 2-0. Atlanta's leading. Go figure that. Vibe says, when you don't know what games to play, just stick with showcasing the league leaders. Yeah, you can go about it that way too. And, you know, that's kind of how, like, ESPN does it. Other primetime games do it. They don't show all the bad teams. They flex those games out and stuff. Like, no, guys, you're bad. Like, we're not. Why would we put you on Sunday Night Baseball or something? Rico, not Suave Rico. He's in the house. What's up, my man? Rico is off to a fire start to the 2026 MLB 26 cycle here, making a bunch of stadiums for us. GGBL 26 is underway, guys. And actually, I just got a little update on some of the logos that are being created. I think I'm going to actually reveal that to you guys right here, right now, because I'm impressed with it. And you know what's funny? It's because we have that team playing today. So allow me to do that. I will show you guys a little sneak peek of the new team that's coming into the league. All right, here we go. You ready? Hold up. go. All right. Who's that? Who do you guys think that is? I won't give you the team name, okay? But you guys can come up with it on your own. You can try to figure out who that is. But obviously it's SD. It's San Diego. But, I mean, isn't that sick? Like, this is not the logo that okay. When I say I created it, I used to create all my logos, but now with AI, logo creation is so much easier and so much more creative and so much more professional. So we had the idea, and we just plugged it in and said, no, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, and boom, it spat out that. But I sent him this logo, which is, I mean, it was higher quality, but this is in-game. So the person I'm going through to create these in-game, I've partnered with him in the past. That's insane how it looks exactly like the logo that I gave him. So he was able to do that all in-game, which is crazy. It's actually crazy. So that's the new team, one of the new teams. And obviously it's San Diego. SD. Vibe says it's San Diego Sun Devils. Honestly, that might have been pretty cool. I should have done that. I should have done that. YFB says, two bad teams usually make for the best games. LOL. You know what? You're right. That is actually true. Because you never know what's going to happen. It's like watching Texas Tech when they were bad in football, right? I mean, their defense was bad. Their offense was amazing. It's like watching Big 12 football. Let's put it that way. Big 12 football. Never knew what you're going to... Or MAC football. MAC football, I mean, no points are scored. It's just inept. MAC football is inept. So that was the beauty of watching it. You could watch a bunch of MAC football and just laugh. Like, that was the entertaining part, was that it was so bad. Big 12, you watch it because of all the offense. So, yeah, Vibes is, he's got Sun Devils, but it is, like I said, it is San Diego, so they will no longer be the Gauchos. They'll no longer be the Gauchos, so we will say goodbye to the San Diego Gauchos, and there'll be somebody completely different. But the color scheme kind of similar, kind of the same, with the red, and we got a little yellow in there now instead of the orange. But I do like it. YFB says, remember when the Angels put up like 20 on the Rockies in 20? I do remember that. I remember that very well, actually. I was amazed. What a play by Paul Andrews. Up the middle at second. Kook's in the house. Having a lot of fun playing a new game. Past couple days. What is it? What have you been doing? Oh, I remember that, YFB. I remember that. So, like I said, in my dynasty league, right? I've got Ohtani batter in my dynasty league since I think we started the league in 2022. So I've had him for a while. This is his final year on contract. So I got to let him go. I got to let him go after the contract's up, man. I don't have a choice. For league balance and competitiveness, I got to let him go. And I remember that game. And I was pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, how do you score 20 runs and Ohtani had nothing to do with it? You know, I'm going to say this, and it's a little bit of a hot take because, I mean, at the end of the day, okay, you cannot say this statement. Considering Ohtani's final season numbers, you just can't say it. You can't say it and have people take you seriously. The guy hit 55 home runs last year, right? Over 100 RBIs, and he was a leadoff guy, you know? But there's a lot of times, man, during the season. I feel like there's games where he just goes completely nuclear. Like he'll go 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, or, you know, 3 for 3 with a bomb and 5 RBIs, or, you know, something like that. But there's a lot of games, and I feel like I'm a good source for this because I watch a lot of Dodgers games because I'm interested in how my number 1 player is gonna be playing, right? Watch a lot of Dodgers games, and there's just days where the offers, they just rack up, man. There's a lot of offers. There's a lot of random swings and misses, and I'm just like, dude, I don't even know how you put up 55 home runs. I really don't. It's very strange to me. So he's a streaky player. That doesn't seem controversial at all. Yeah, but at the end of the day, he still puts up the numbers. So it's like, if I sit there and say, Ohtani's overrated, you can't really say that because at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. They speak for themselves. But he is kind of annoying to own. He's annoying to own because you love him, but at the same time, you hate him. Because it's like, dude, you should be carrying my team right now. You should be carrying my offense, and you just stink. Ooh. Vibe says, the fact that I forgot Gauchos even exists is a great reason for the rebrand. Oh, no. It's got to be Sun Devils. It's with the SD. Ohtani, number 1 pick in GGBL. Ooh, that was a good question. Ooh. I don't know. Because, I mean, it's not like fantasy. I mean, you're definitely going to not be splitting that player. Like, I think he'd have to go number 1. You get a pitcher and a DH at the same time? I think you'd have to. Vibe says Ricky Holman 1.0. Yeah, Ricky Holman, yeah. Round 1, pick 1. Let me check this. Go into Fangraphs, get data. YFP says 100 years from now, people are not going to believe Trout and Ohtani were teammates for 7 years, and the Eagles missed the playoffs all 7 and finished below 500 most of them. Please live stream the draft. I will. I think that would be definitely a very, very fun opening to GGBL 26 for sure. Yes, I will definitely be live streaming for sure. But yeah, YFB, I mean, you're spot on, man. The fact that only the Angels could do that. You know, it's like the Detroit Red Wings. For me, it's like the Red Wings. You're going to, under Yzerman, you're going to miss the playoffs 7 years in a row. Like, oh! Cornelius Kane. The first hit for San Diego. His 4th of the postseason. Oh, man. I didn't even mute that. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Rico Suave. Do you control the draft? Like all the picks? I think. So what I'm going to do, and I'm revealing this to you guys now. I am not going to control all 30 teams. Through my testing, I'm making the decision. Like you can control all 30 teams, and a lot of the tasks get automated. So, like contracts, a lot of that stuff gets automated. Free agency, trades, those things do get autoed, which is kind of nice. And the only reason that you would even control 30 teams, in a sense, would be to make sure like the tender contracts are getting taken care of. But the CPU does that on its own. guess what am I trying to say here? I really didn't want to reveal this today, but I am going to be controlling one team. So we're not going to like focus on that one team, but I'm going to control one team, and then the rest of it is just going to be CPU controlled. So whatever happens, happens. And I kind of had that set up with the Good Boys back in 21, where I started playing all the games, like the user games. I started playing as the Good Boys, which added kind of a little different wrinkle to the league. So it's kind of like you're kind of getting like a hybrid approach. You get a sim league that's not influenced by a user on one end, and then on the other end you also get that where you get me playing as one team. And I kind of want to go back to that. Because I think that adds a little bit more. I think that adds some fun to it. So obviously I'm going to make it like really difficult on myself. Like pitch speed will be faster. I think we're going to try legend hitting. Right now I'm on Hall of Fame hitting in my Twins franchise, but I think we're going to move it to Hall of Fame. We got legend pitching already. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And that way, like you can get sort of my heartbreak if we don't get a guy in a trade, or we don't get a guy in the draft, or we don't. We'll create some rivalries naturally, right? And I'm not gonna pick the Good Boys as much as I want to. I'm not gonna pick the Good Boys. So there'll be a new user team. That way, if the Good Boys find themselves like we drafted well, that like the dynasty will end at that point. Like we're kind of Good Boys out from GGBL 23. Cook says, all right, I'm going to take a rolling WOBA for Ohtani, Judge, Raleigh, Witt Jr., and Schwarber, all from the 2025 season, and see what the variance is for each player. WOBA, that's weighted on base. Yeah, weighted on base average is a comprehensive sabermetric stat. Measures a hitter's overall offensive value by assigning more weight to outcomes that produce more runs, like homers, and less to others, like walks. Scale to resemble OBP. It's superior to OPS because it accurately weighs each event. Okay, so my concern is strikeouts. The strikeouts get included during the formula components. Includes unintentional walks. Okay, I thought it would just be normal basing balls. Hit by pitch, singles, doubles, triples, and home runs divided by plate penalty. Typically, a 320 WOBA is considered the average about 400 is elite. The specific values for each event are updated annually to reflect the run scoring environment. Well, so Ohtani being in leadoff, I think he might lead in that.
Now catcher.
So strikeouts don't really matter because it would just be an O for like your plate appearances, right? But he doesn't really hit for that high of an average. He does score a crap ton of runs though because he's in that Dodgers lineup. So like, is that Ohtani or is it the Dodgers lineup? I think out of the players that you have there, Coop, listed, I would probably say that Judge. I'm gonna say Judge is probably first. I think Judge would be first, just because he hits for a higher average. That's a tough one, man. It might be really close, actually. It might be very, very close. Like, Judge scored 137 runs last year and hit 53 bombs. had 331 batting. Yeah, I'm going to say Judge is first. I'll say Judge, Ohtani, Judge, Ohtani, Raleigh, Schwarber, and then Witt. I think Witt was last. But, okay, so yeah, all from 2025. I'm going to say Witt was last. I'll put Schwarber up there because he draws a lot of walks. And he hits for a lot of home runs. But Witt had 99 runs with 295. Schwarber had 111 with 56 home runs. I'm measuring the variance. Like the differences between each one, or like what do you mean by variance? Like the spread?
Now batting, left fielder.
The difference between Judge and Ohtani, or the difference between Landon Wise, Goldie, finally tuning in. I'm here. What's up, man? How you doing? YP says the Padres were willing to send a king's ransom for Ohtani. I remember hearing Jackson Merrill was going to be in it. Ohtani was never staying in Anaheim. They should have 100% traded him. Oh yeah, I mean that's an Artie Moreno thing. Like you have to trade him away. You have to do it. And the fact that you didn't do it was just because you were stubborn and you're like, no, I want to bring people into the stands. That's all that was. That was a marketing game. That's all it was. It was him saying he would rather have people knowing that Ohtani wasn't going to get traded, that he would be an Angel for the rest of the season, and he's never going to be an Angel ever again because he's going to be gone. So people in a crappy Angels season, he would rather have had people spending money to go watch Ohtani for the final time than pack the house on a terrible team. Pack the house on a terrible team to just capitalize for as much money as you can. Because the minute you trade Ohtani away, it's a good baseball move because you're not going to sign him. It's a good baseball move, but business-wise, it wouldn't be a good idea. Variance is a stat term that refers to how it's split out. Yeah. Well, I know what variance means, Coop. I was talking about, like, in terms of, I don't know. I know what variance means. I went to college. As if that means anything anymore. I thought you were, I don't know. I was mostly meaning like how you're going about it. But, yeah. If you're, yeah. Compared to the rest of the, like the players you have, or compared to the rest of the league?
Leading off for the Gauchos, the designated hitter.
All right, close game here. Del Toro, 110th pitch upcoming. It's a lot of pitches, man. San Diego just trying to get back on track here. They had the one solo shot from Kane, but Del Toro has been shutting down. Imagine an alternate universe where the Angels have Jackson Merrill and Leo DeVries. Yeah.
The first baseman, Cornelius.
I gotcha. Just to see who maintains your average. I gotcha. Yeah. Leo Dallas. I think it's Leo Dallas, isn't it? Leo DeVries. His real name, yeah, Leo Dallas. Yeah, Leo Dallas, De Vries, a Dominican Dutch shortstop. Yep, I know. But when you're involved in the Mason Miller trade, I guess. Think about that, man. Think about that. All it took all it took the A's to get Leodalis DeVries was Mason Miller. What would you have gotten for Shohei Ohtani? Or what would you have to have given up? If you're the Padres. Like, man, think about what the Angels could have had. They could have had DeVries. They could have had Merrill. They could have probably had a bunch of other, like, pitching prospects in there, too. Like, dude, capitalize. That would be good for you as an organization, as a franchise, moving forward. Ohtani was sick of you, was tired of you, wanted to win, and you just said, okay, bye. It's like, what are you doing? Dude, okay. I was just talking to my brother about this literally last night, watching the Padres. Bogarts walked him off. Grand slam. He didn't have to hit a grand slam. A single would have done it. Bases loaded. And I was telling him how, like, it's not like I don't hate the San Diego Padres. Like, I don't have a problem with them like I do, like, the Yankees, you know? Or the White Sox, as a Tigers fan. The White Sox, can't stand them. But there's a lot of teams that in the majors that I don't dislike. Like, I can find a case to like anybody. In any given year, I can find a case to like anybody. Depending on the players, depending on, you know, the leadership, the management, all that stuff, right? What they've got going for them. Like, I could find any reason to like any team. I don't even think that's bandwagon. Like, I'll always root for the Tigers. I'll always root for the Cubs. I'll always root for the Orioles. Yeah, Blue Jays, all that. But there's teams like the Twins that I don't hate. I can find a reason to like them every now and then, every few years. Like, I guess the Astros. I hate the Astros. Actually, for as much as I hate the Yankees, I did kind of move. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd move the Yankees from 30th on my list to 29th. I hate the Astros, dude. I hate them so much. Oh, my God. Anyway, but, so, back to the Padres. But, yeah, the Padres, they bug me. They bother me. And it's not, like I said, it's not like a disdain. Like, I'm a Tony Gwynn guy. I've always liked Tony Gwynn. Trevor Hoffman. Let me think of their older days. Thinking of King Griffey Jr. baseball. Brad Ausmus. Yeah, Brad Ausmus was a Padre at one point. Like, I don't know. Kevin Brown, you know? I don't have a problem with the Padres. But in recent years, they've just become this organization. They've become this franchise that, I don't know, I just can't take them seriously. Like, they're kind of annoying. They act like they're big. They act like they got their stuff together, and they don't. They don't. Like, remember when they signed Matt Kemp and they signed all those free agents, and that to me just felt like the Padres are off. You know that meme where all the poorly drawn people are in a huddle and they're talking to each other, and then there's one guy off in the corner and yelling and saying, "Hey, look at me," or saying something, you know, for attention. And then the one character gives him a thumbs up, you know, the long arm thumbs up. Like, that's the Padres to me. The Padres are that character in the corner saying, We signed Matt Kemp and we signed all these big-time free agents. Look at us. And then they did. I don't think they made the playoffs that year. You know, it's just, I don't know. They're just kind of annoying. It's like if you guys were a serious organization, honestly, if you were a serious organization, you would realize that Fernando Tatis Jr., he's like a Dylan Larkin on the Red Wings. He's not going to be the guy to get you over the top. He's a guy that you need a superstar to pair him up with. He would be your number 2 guy. But that organization treats him as the number 1 guy, which is not going to work. And then you go out and get Nick Castellanos. Why? I don't know. You're going to pair up those 3 guys, Machado, Tatis, and Castellanos, and Bogarts. And those are like your big 4 in the lineup. And then Jackson Merrill thinks he's a hot shot. I watched him last night. Like, I've got him in my Dynasty League, and I watched him last night. Like, all of his approach is constantly, I'm going to hit a home run. I'm going to hit a home run. That's my approach. Fly ball hitter. That's what I'm going to do. It's like, dude, can you just get a base hit? How about we worry about that? I don't know. They've just got some deeply rooted organizational issues, and I don't know, they're just kind of annoying to me. Anyway, that's off my soapbox. White Sox first baseman, who's that? Murakami? Isn't he playing? No, he's playing first, I think, right? Cook says big move. Big move, yeah. Going from 30th to 29th. Wyatt P says, Padres have a bad GM, but not in the typical sense. He's too win now. They have a bunch of horrific contracts that will age horribly, and he keeps trading the prospects. Yeah, but that goes to exactly what I'm saying. He thinks he's a big baller, like he's making these moves, like I'm gonna get veterans and we're gonna win now, but it's not the right veteran group. It's not the right veterans that you're going after. I don't know. Like, getting Mason Miller's great and everything. He's awesome. Mason Miller's awesome. But man, they need, like, they're stuck with Gavin Sheets and Jake Cronenworth, and I don't know. They need a little extra something. They need a little bit more juice somewhere. Yeah. I mean, even from a pitching perspective, like Pivetta, Michael King, they need another arm. You know who they should go get? They should go get Joe Ryan. If they went to the Twins and they said, we'll give you some more prospects. We'll give you some prospects. They should go get Joe Ryan, because I'm sure he would be on the block if the Twins continue to stink. And that would be a winning move right there. You'd have Joe Ryan, Pivetta, Michael King, and I think Musgrove's coming back too, right? You'd actually have you'd extend that rotation out. It'd be a pretty good addition, actually, if they went and got Joe Ryan. He's basically tanking their future. They're playing Machado until like 38, and Darvish is like, no way. Are you serious? Is that... I gotta look that up. Is that literally the contract? No way. Manny Machado contract. Are you kidding me? Oh, you might mean do you mean his age? Dude, no freaking way. Maybe you did mean the year. Manny Machado signed an 11 years. 11 seasons. In 2023, keeping him with the team through 2033. He's got 7 more seasons. 7 more seasons. He's 33 years old. He's going to be 40. He's going to be 40 when that contract ends. Oh. God. Dude. Ugh. Gross. Let's see, but again, it's those types of things. It's what I'm talking about. It's the stuff that is not important that seems to like take the precedent. Like their management said, we want to make the headlines. We want to make the stories. We want to make people talk about us. Like, wouldn't it be crazy? I can just imagine it. Wouldn't it be insane if we signed Manny Machado for 11 years? He'd be 40 years old and he's still producing. Wouldn't that make us look real good and real smart? That's the type of stuff that the Padres do. That's why I say that they're not a serious organization. Yeah. And then you got my team. You got the Tigers, who sit around and do nothing. You got Scott Harris, like, everybody's paying people left and right, and he's over here saying, I'll give you 10 cents. I'll give you 10 cents on the dollar. Pushing a dime or a quarter to a player. He says they learned nothing from the Eagles. No, they did not. All right, let's get into the game here. We got bottom of the ninth. Full count pitch here coming up to Russell France, and he offers at the slider. Oh no, you had a big moment right there. We got Jeremy Floyd stealing first base, stealing second. Got a walk, I think, wasn't it? And now you've got Vandenboom up here, 1-1. That was an insanely good pitch to hit. And Vandenboom's got a bunch of power. 1-2. We gonna go back to that slider? No, and the cut fastball, and you take it looking. San Diego still got that one hit. So if it wasn't for Cornelius Kane, Atlanta would be throwing a no-no right now. Vibe says Baez was a fun pickup. Yeah, no kidding. You know, I was all for the Javi Baez pickup, but like I think he just mailed it in. I think he mailed it in. That first year with Detroit kind of mailed it in. So, like, I don't know. And then people started talking about him and not being worth it and everything. And then they started turning the corner, becoming a playoff team. And then now he kind of like turned it on. He's like, oh, I got to start taking this a little seriously. And then now he's like, he's fine, but he's overpaid. He's way overpaid. He won his World Series with the Cubs, and then he was good. You know? All right, Tovar's got 2 Ks in this inning. Last out to get before going up 3-0. Mario Tovar. Caught the corner, a little change. Let's see if San Diego. What am I talking about? I'm getting this mixed up. Atlanta's winning. They need to shut this down. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. Derp. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. Atlanta's trying to tack on some insurance here. YFP says, bro, my team is the worst. Elias refuses to get a frontline starter. We should have been in on Imai, Valdez, and Suarez. Instead, he gets the balance. Yeah, I mean, I think that was when did Grayson Rodriguez hurt himself again in spring training? Because I think that was probably the only reason why he didn't do it. He was probably anticipating the fact that, like, Bradish really showed himself really well down the stretch, Trevor Rogers has been awesome. They acquired Shane Baz. So they had arms. They had capable arms. And then they just paid a crap ton of money for Alonso. So, you know, going out to go get Fromber might have been tough. But I understand why you'd want him. Oh, my goodness. Cornelius Kane, put the team on your back. 5th home run of the postseason. 2nd of the night. Tying the game up. San Diego, everybody thought they were dead. Including myself. I thought that they were dead. Down 2-0 in the series, and boom. Broke up the no-hitter. Now he's got this baby tied. He's gracing our thumbnail here tonight. And with nobody out. Sturridge can somehow like get on base, work a walk here. Got 6 and 7 coming up, but Sturridge has power. He might hit another one. He hit another home run, another walk-off. Remember, like, I think 3 out of our 4 games have been walk-offs in Sim. Cook, trying my best to torture this data to get something out of it. I did read your comment too, by the way. After getting the data and looking at it, I've learned nothing. Yeah, I think it might be too close to call, right? All right, let's see who's up here. Who's next after Otto? We've got Angelo, Spoon, and Breachin. Otto, Spoon, and Breachin. So if Otto's out here, Spoon is definitely going to get an at-bat. But, you know, hopefully for San Diego, they can stay alive in this series. Get a man on base here. Nope, not going to do it there. But we might get extras, guys. We might just get some extras. All right, here we go. Angelo, Spoon. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, bro. What? And I guess if you're looking for something else, but I mean, my goodness. All right, 2 hits, 2 runs. Cornelius Kane has done everything. 2 hits for Kane. That's it. Nobody else is pulling their weight. Not Suave Ricos as Kane has rejuvenated his career. Oh, my goodness. Deep drive by Woodson. Is he going to do it again? He's going to do it again. 3rd home run of the postseason, and just like that, after San Diego came back with the Kane home run, Woodson steps up and delivers a bomb. Oh, my goodness. Dude, this guy, he can't be stopped in this series. Oh, shit. That's unbelievable. Man, good pitch to hit there, too. Needed to Joe Adele that. Yeah. Kane versus Woodson. YFB says, personally, if the O's GM and I could do this past offseason, I signed Murakami and Iman, trade Kaiser, Westberg, and Mayo for Joe Ryan or Mackenzie Gore. And I don't know if the Alonso deal happens. Maybe. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess I know that the O's first base was definitely a weaker area last year, wasn't it? I think they had Mountcastle playing there most of the time. Like they didn't really have a answer at first base, but I don't know. Alonso's streaky too. Very streaky. And I get the allure from Alonso with that power, but, you know, I think he could have done Should have done something else there. Pinkard sends a drive out to left, but nice play by France. Got to hurry. Might be tagging. Nope. Okay. Well, Atlanta got the insurance that they needed, but we'll see what happens here in the bottom. I think San Diego's got a little something cooking here. Oh, no, 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 you didn't. No, you didn't. He's going for third. Kane's going to fire it back over to the... No, no, no. Going to stay put. Wow. I mean, that's a risky play, too. You're really going to try to double that up? What if you overthrew it? Underthrew it. Ground ball. Oh, no. Off of Billings. Throws back to first. This Bud Billings, man, he doesn't have it. He gave up that walk-off, right, to Woodson. We saw that in the box score. And I was throwing the ball around. One, two with two down. Got to get a strikeout. Get any out, really. Doesn't matter. Just give me an out. Get us out of the inning. Play there by Sturridge. We will go to the bottom of the 10th. And again, only with 2 hits. I don't know. I don't know if San Diego's got it, but we'll see. They haven't done anything offensively. It's only been one player. It's been Kane all day. Ground ball in the hole. Here's Pinkard. Not even going to try it. Wow, okay. All right, Jackson Breachin's on. But you get 9. Oh, maybe, guys. Maybe. You got 9-1-2 coming up. Unless Matsumoto grounds out here. Double play. You're only going to get the number 1 hole hitter. But Matsumoto, he's been interesting too. Like, he's hit a couple home runs in the postseason. We'll see if he can get another one here. 2-2 pitch, and I don't know how you take that. That's barreling it on you as a left-hander. 3-2. He doesn't offer at the cutter. He draws a walk. And the Gauchos have Jeremy Floyd, one of their most clutch hitters, coming up. And if it, yeah, look at, so Floyd, France, and then Vandenboom. So I could possibly see this maybe getting up to Kane. Let's see. We got a bunt attempt here, and oh, okay, he does get it down, but it was close. Throw to first. Woodson's got him. So the tying run is at third. The winning run at second. And we got ourselves in a 3-1 count here to Russell France. All you need is a fly ball, but you're going to intentionally walk in for a force out at any bag. Double play really anywhere. Like, you set yourself up for a really good double play opportunity anywhere. Little tapper, touch 4, go 1. Up middle, traditional double play. Hot shot at third, step 3, go 1. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that you can do right now. But we've got Vandenboom in the 3, Cornelius Kane in the 4. So, hey, if Kane flies out, or Vandenboom flies out, strikes out, you've got Kane, the hero of San Diego, in this one coming up. So, 1-2. Vandenboom down the line. It's going to be foul. Woo. Are we going to get a walk-off win again? Let's see. 1-2 pitch. Vandenboom swung on and missed. Kane is going to have to do it one more time.
Now batting, first baseman.
Oh, baby. Kane is going to have to do it one more time. Lefty, lefty. Down by a run. 2 outs. Bases juiced. Kane delivers the base hit down the line. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the run from second. This game is over. Cornelius Kane doing it all for the Gauchos. Unbelievable. What a game. What a game. I mean, we didn't pay attention to this game at all. We were talking about anything under the sun. Fantasy sports, real life baseball talk, and then that happens. Kane had it. That's one of the best performances from an individual player, especially offensively, that I can remember. And I've watched a lot of GGBL games, and I couldn't tell you how many times that I've seen that type of performance. Where, I mean, look at, he had 3 hits out of the total 4, and they somehow won the game. You're dang right, Cornelius Kane needs to be the player of the game. It's amazing. That is amazing. What a game that was. Jeez. All right, so San Diego gets a win in walk-off fashion. I got to go back and look at the box scores, guys. I got to look back. So we had 1 walk-off here. Atlanta wins walk-off fashion, 13th inning. You get a walk-off here by Vegas in the bottom of the 9th. You get Atlanta scoring 3 runs off a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 10th. And now, this Pittsburgh-Vegas game was the only one that hasn't been a walk-off. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've had 4 games out of the 5 that have been played or simmed that have ended in a walk-off. That's crazy. 80% of the games have been walk-off. Talk about drama. Talk about entertainment value, man. That's crazy. But the fact that San Diego, so they were down 2-0. They were walked off twice, and then now they returned the favor here to Atlanta, being like, how do you like it? How does that taste? Pretty crazy. All right, so next matchup here tonight will be Pittsburgh and Vegas. We got a 2-0 lead here for Vegas. Richard Strongman will be taking the mound. Good pitching performance by Ton Roberts in this one, I thought. His ERA is... Actually, no. He got lit up, too. 7 hits, 5 earned in the last one. And then I know in this one we looked at this. We had Hal Richards III give up 4 earned on 7 runs. So there was a ton of errors in that game. 4 errors for Pittsburgh, 1 2/3 for Hal Richards III. So not a good start for Pittsburgh. They're going to go up against Rene Valdez with Richard Strongman. I kind of like Vegas in this one. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to go up 3 games to nothing here. But let's just see if we're good. Yeah, we're good here. So let's just triangle that out. And here we go. Valdez against Strongman. Let's get it underway. Quick counts are on, and we're golden. We are golden. Kane is the new Stoitz. YFP, all 4 of their runs were scored by Kane. Oh, no. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Scored. Right. The RBIs. Yeah. He delivered them all. Two solo home runs, and then the 2 RBI single. 4 RBIs for Kane. He was their offense. Crazy. Oh, vibes. Oh my gosh. I just read that just now. Sorry, Atlanta. That had to sting. Oh no, he didn't do it, did he? Oh man, that's the dad joke of the night right there. Dad joke of the night. Dude, what is that about? Seems hitting 175 today. Alvarez 1 for 2, Freeman 0 for 2, Keishel 1 for 4, J-Ram 0 for 4, Griffin 0 for 3, PCA 0 for 4, Acuna 2 for 5, Ohtani 1 for 3, Okamoto 0 for 4. It's a never-ending shit fest. All right, let's go. Cool matchup right here. Pittsburgh and Vegas. I never thought I'd see the day that Pittsburgh was fighting for a championship series. Oh no, Rico, don't do it. Buzzkill, he says. We got the jokes tonight. Everybody's got jokes. Everybody's got jokes. Oh man, how did Luis Heel pitch? Not very well. 4 innings, 2 Ks. Jorge Soler came back at a home run. Okay, so suspension is over, I guess. Or did he appeal? But Jack Kohanowitz, 7 innings, 2 strikeouts for Jack Kohanowitz. Cater Montero, 6 innings, 7 Ks. Okay, he balled out.
The shortstop, Nelson.
Willie Castro doing anything? 1 for 4 stolen. Kyle Isbell, 0 for 2.
He's safe.
Oh man, just scouring the waiver wire here. Lawrence Butler 0 for 4. Chris Bassett, there he is, 27 ERA. 2 innings against Pittsburgh, no strikeouts. 4 1/3 against Texas, he struggled. Kumar Rocker, 5 innings, 5 Ks. Okay, decent. Davison De Los Santos brought back up to the major leagues. So with these guys, are they using a bunch of options? Or are they getting these options for free because of injuries and stuff? That I never really figured that out. I haven't looked into it.
Number 22.
Some of these teams, man, they don't care about options. They'll just be like, yeah, we're bringing you up. What about Sam Antonacci? You guys paying attention to Sam Antonacci? Pretty good. Pretty good little prospect for the White Sox. Vegas scores the game's first run. Dugan with a sac fly. Quijada is in safely. I don't know. I just don't know how this is going to work out, guys. Not for strongman. With the knuckleball and everything. Yeah. I don't know. This might be sim out territory here pretty quick. Pittsburgh was fighting to end up not like Philadelphia. Yeah. I remember those days, man. I remember those days. That's crazy, man, how that was. Like, we started this in 2023. Look at this. Line drive base hit. And it wasn't close. That should score another run. Yeah. Take your sweet time there, Jethro Douglas Jr. 2-0. This one might be pretty quick. Yeah, so this is the 4th calendar year that we're doing this. We did it in 23, 24, all of 23, all of 24, all of 25, and halfway through 26. So basically we would have done GGBL 23 for 3.5 years of our lives have been spent on GGBL. Isn't that crazy how fast it goes? It's mind-blowing to me. Like, I remember talking to the guys in Discord about, like, who helped me create this whole thing. Like, we were advancing, like, 10 years into separate franchises and then, like, putting all these guys into the vault for me to come download and export and import and all this stuff. Trying to get a custom roster created. It's nutty. Absolutely nutty. That took us 2 months to do. I would like to go back and just see how many downloads that roster had. I feel like a lot of people kind of missed the point with the roster, though. I think the rating is pretty low because people are like, all these players that you put in here, their seasons. Because once you, like, when you sim 10 seasons into the future and you've got, like, players that were drafted in the first draft, in the first season's draft, you know, they're like 10-year pros at that point. 10 years of service and that stuff. So I try to get like a mix of different guys. You got guys that are older, guys that are young, process. So basically, like get the base roster to be a point where not everybody's 18 years old. You know, not everybody's 21. You know, you're gonna have some older guys in there. And oh, that's a drive. Smith, I think he got all that one. We'll see. He should be off the wall. Yep. Might have ourselves an offensive game. But so if you sim all these seasons, their statistics are like assigned to the player. Even if you export them, even if you put them into your own season one, like if they had stats from 2032 in another franchise, that stat, that line is going to come through. You might be in 2023 in your new franchise file, but his 2032 stats still come over. So there were times, I think, even in season number 1 of GGBL, like we would see some players like, oh, he's on the verge of hitting his 400th home run, and or like this guy hit 40 home runs in the 2029 season, and it threw people off. Like, what are you talking about? We're not even in 2029. What does that mean? Wow, look at this. We got a triple from Jordan Van. Look at the speed. An RBI triple. Man, I'm telling you, we're going to get some offense. It's feeling that way. Chinbeard's in the house. Loved every minute of this GGBL ride. It has been fun, I will tell you that. Oh, hey. Has that one got enough carry? Let's see. Drifting back. Oh, it's at the wall. Not another inch to spare, but Van's going to score easily. We're all tied up. Got in there standing up, too. Man, bottom of the first, we got fireworks going off right now. Offense is coming to play. Look at Zach Zumwalt. He finally gets a chance. He's hitting 308 in the postseason. You know, it's funny with the Pittsburgh Hammers. Like, I had to stick to the black and yellow because it's Pittsburgh. Every professional team has black and yellow. I had to fit with that. That look.
The left fielder, Stacy.
2-1.
Batting it, the catcher, Pablo Almonte.
Look out.
scrolling on X. There's a picture of Gerard Mayo. Just looking off to the bench or whatever. Looking all stoic. No allegations. No scandals. No drama. Just a dog head coach. Oh my gosh. Just funny. Just a dog head coach. No scandals, no allegations, no issues. Oh my gosh.
Now batting, number 4.
Do you guys like the Orioles' new City Connects? I guess I should ask you that, YFB. I'm digging them, man. I like it. I like the mention of the green. I don't understand it though. I think wasn't that a part of like an old Orioles logo at some point? Like it feels really 90s to me. Like there's something about that green that I can't place it like why it's there, but it makes sense to me somehow. I think it might be the best one that I've seen. Like I hate the Tigers one. I made a joke about the Tigers one because it looks like the Motor City Kitties just got ran over. It's got tire tracks on. It's got tire tracks on the front of their jersey. It's like who? They look like roadkill. I hated the old one so much. Yeah, just the black and orange. Like you got to do a little, or the what was it? It was like the different colors, right? The purple. I think was there white and yellow in there too, or something? Motor City Roadkill. Yeah, 100%. That's what it was. It looked like roadkill.
The catcher.
Baltimore.
Batting 7. The second baseman.
They don't really mention the green. Like why it's there. Oh, right, dummy. Hello, it's right there. The color of the Camden Yard seats. O's City Connects 2.0 is a nod to Camden Yard's charms. I love it. I think it's cool. It's cool. I like the hat. I like that bee. It's just sweet. Dude, there's something about the Orioles that I've always liked. I don't know. It's just such a cool franchise. You know, you got the freaking bird, the smiling bird. Like that's amazing. The Oriole with the bat. You know, that's amazing. Camden Yards. One of the most unique stadium backdrops. I mean, you're black and orange are the Orioles. It's just they're sweet.
Batting 8. The third baseman.
YFP says it was so generic. I felt like a City Connect should be different color or like yeah, exactly. Right. It should be different enough. It shouldn't be basic. Like a City Connect, the whole idea is you're trying to connect the city. You're trying to. There's got to be more in there to capture the city. It was so yeah. Right. Why is our CC? Yeah. Oh, by the way, I have tickets to Yankees game on Tuesday against the Angels. Nice. Good for you, Kook. Where are you gonna sit? Sitting down low, sitting up top, sitting in the middle. Like, dude, could you imagine the Tigers right? If you're gonna lean into the Motor City stuff, like, why would you not, like, lean into some type of silver, some chrome? Wouldn't that have been sweet? Like, what if you were, what if you not like the Lions, right? The Lions are Honolulu blue, but why wouldn't you like lean into kind of a light blue, like a sky blue, right? That would have been sick, dude. Like, you're the Tigers. You're dark blue. You're dark blue. You're navy blue. They're not even navy. They're just dark blue. But go into the route of, maybe you keep the dark blue, but like you have, instead of elements of like the orange or the white, I should say, instead of the elements of the white, you just change it to silver. You know, like a chrome. Like maybe the stitching that's kind of shiny. You could do some more elements of like red and orange in that mix too. Like, that's why I feel like like make it feel like a hot rod. You know, it's got nothing to do with you being the Tigers. Like, that's not the whole point. The point is the City Connect. Like, Tigers have nothing to do with Motor City, but that would have been sweet. Implement some type of chrome, some type of silver, something shiny, something metallic. I mean, what they did was kind of like, I don't know what they did. Weird. Black, blue, like a neon blue type thing for the tracks. I don't know. I didn't get it. And then Detroit across the hat. Like, why do we have to make it feel like it's a? It wasn't. It didn't feel baseball to me. It just felt like more of a fashion statement. I don't know. It's weird. Weird. Good pitch. Good knuckleball. Don't have very many knucklers these days in the GGBL. Just strongman. YFB. Okay, so Kooks is going to be at field level. Nice. Nice. Home team side. Yankee side. YFB, personally, I wish we would have based version 2 off of the Maryland flag, or the Baltimore flag, at least, but these are great, too. Yeah, there's so many different ways you could go with it, for sure. Vibe says, I gotta check them all out. What's your top 3 favorite City Connects? Ooh. I gotta remember them all. It's been couple years. They've been like, you know, slowly doing the leaks and stuff. I don't really like many of them this year. I do like the Pirates one because they're leaning into like the pirate thing. Like, they got the gold across the lettering across the chest with pirates, so that's pretty cool. Black jersey, black pants. Those are kind of cool. I wouldn't probably rank them in my top 3. Tigers definitely not in my top 3. No. No way. Let me look them up here real quick. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Atlanta. Atlanta just, I don't know. There's just something cool about them every year that they've got 2 City Connects now. I'm not big on Phillies. I don't really understand the aqua blue thing. I don't really get that. So I do like St. Louis's. That St. Louis's is cool. The Lou with the red, and they've got like little.
Out. Now back left field. Waylon Stacy.
The Rockies look like Taco Bell, so I wasn't like a super big fan of that one. I wish I could see like the actual uniforms.
Now back, Pablo.
Jump to year. Okay, 2021. Dodgers had a blue one. The Giants had that. I do like the Giants. That one's pretty cool. They kind of went with like the mist and the fog of the Golden Gate Bridge. The Diamondbacks had the Serpientes. Cubs were kind of basic with Wrigleyville. White Sox with the South Side. Miami with the sugarcane thing. I don't know. That was like very Cuban. Boston with the yellows.
The designated hitter, Jordan.
So that was 21. So right now, I guess from 21, I do like the Giants the most out of that one. Padres, they had the yellow, the pink, and I don't know, not big. I like what they were trying to do, but wasn't really a fan. The Brew Crew with the Brewers, the light blues. Angels were kind of cool. They kind of had a little sandy look. The Rockies one, though, the green one, the green one with the mountains, the Rocky Mountains on the front of the jersey. I liked that. That was kind of cool. The Royals with the fountain. Astros with Space City. Washington with the cherry blossoms. So I think probably from that one, I kind of like the Rockies the best. So we got Giants, Rockies. Yeah, the Braves are sweet though. The Braves are cool. Rangers, I don't really understand that one. Seattle, kind of basic. Cincy with the black and red. Baltimore, kind of basic. Pittsburgh with the PGH in the front. I don't know. That was different. Philly, I didn't like that one. The Mets, the gray and the purple. Interesting. The Rays with kind of that skateboard looking pattern feel. Purple and neon green. It's a cool color combo, but not one of my favorites. Detroit was terrible. Cleveland. I do like Cleveland's. Cleveland's is actually pretty sweet. I really like what they did. I like the stripes on the side.
Number 51.
Yeah, and then St. Louis, the Lou, that was sweet. Toronto, Minnesota. Minnesota's is creative because it's leaning into the lakes and stuff, so it kind of looks like the lake. I like the pattern, but I think St. Louis and Cleveland probably take that. It's just really cool. LA is different. The Astros are pretty sweet, but I don't like the Astros, so screw them. Washington changed theirs too. They have the DC with the map of the roads and stuff on the jersey. The Giants with that spray paint. Rockies with Taco Bell look. The White Sox with the Chicago Bulls look. Marlins are interesting with the pink, but I'm not really into that. Diamondbacks with the old school purple, right? Purple and green. Serpientes.
Runner, he's going.
Red Sox with the green monster one. That was really cool. Yeah. So I guess all that's to say. I think my favorites are probably Cleveland.
Runner, he's going.
I like Cleveland. I like the Rockies, the green ones for the Rockies, and probably the Braves. The Braves leaning into the retro, like light blue, red, white look. That was pretty cool. Yeah. But then I think if you want an honorable mention just for this year, so those are all the past ones. I'd have to wait to see, you know, how these other guys look when they play. I'm reading this ESPN article. They're rating Schoenfield. Graded the Guardians a D. They gave him a D. They gave the Cardinals, the Lou, a C+. Schoenfield gave the Twins a B. Crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Oh, Kook says he got him for free. Okay. YP says, my only complaint about our new one is that... Okay, right. No, I didn't read that one. Still not really a city connect. It's more like a stadium connect, which is fine. Those teams could have done like Boston. My favorite one's Seattle, Boston. So Boston's only got the one, right? With the big monster. Nationals version 1. And least favorite Twins, Mets, and the Brewers. So. Oh, Nationals version 2 is my third least favorite. Nationals new one is so garbage. Yeah, the map of the city. Hey, you know, we tried to city. We city connected. We connected all the roads. We connected all the roads. Dang it. I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for red, white, and blue. You know, so that's kind of why I like the Guardians. This guy, this Schoenfield, like, he gave him a D. But he gave him a D, and he cited the fact that it looks like a bad 80s jersey. It's like, what? No, the font is cool. The font in the front, the CLE, CLE. I guess that's the only downgrade, right? It says CLE on the front. Like, yeah, what are we doing? Same thing with Pittsburgh, PGH.
No.
Pigga. I gotta say, I do like the Orioles one, though, for this year. The Reds are pretty cool because they're leaning into that City Connect from the black ones that they have. But they're leaning into the red. Like, they're using the same logo, but now they got it in a red jersey, which is pretty sick, too. But I do like the Orioles because it's kind of like it's almost like a catchphrase in a way. Be more. You know? It's like, yeah, it's be more. It's Baltimore. But it's also be more. This is cool. I love Seattle so much. The black pants look amazing with the blue jerseys. Plus, it's a nod to the Pilots. Yep. I do like the little subtle. I guess it's not so subtle, but I do like the nods to the, you know, older teams and stuff. Like the Nationals, what they should have done is they should have done something with. I guess they can't really, right? Because it's a. I guess the Nationals can't really do something with the Expos. They can't really city connect with Montreal. There doesn't need to be any sort of head nods to the Expos. Maybe the Senators. They could have done to the Senators, right? A little subtle nod to the Washington Senators. Maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
All right, what do we got here? Top sixth. Reliever coming in, Alex Minor. 3-2 game. Vegas, I don't even know how Vegas scored that last run. I don't even know how they scored the last run.
The first baseman, number 1, Joe Arellano.
Updates with the team here. Still losing 5-7. I'm 7 for 42, a 167 batting average. Good Lord. Brutal. Yeah, This might be the last ride. I've got Alonso, Ohtani, J-Ram. Like most of my core that's carried me to a third place finish, a second place finish, first place finish, and a second place finish. They're gone after next year. They're all gone. I got to restock, retool, rebuild. Freddie Freeman gone. J-Ram gone. Acuna gone. Ohtani gone. Everybody's gone. Derek Conrad, stay hot, my friend. Man, exit velo 105. RBI double. 4-2 now in the top of the 6th. I think this guy, I think he had the 2 home runs. He had 2 home runs in the game, too, when we simmed. Yeah, no kidding. Like, I've never heard anyone call Wisconsin Wisco. Well, maybe it's a thing in Wisconsin. I don't know. Oh, you know what? You guys would understand this. You guys would appreciate this. Doesn't the W for that City Connect look like the Wisconsin Maples M that we have in this league? It's just upside down. It's just different. It's flipped. It's upside down and it's flipped. Like, that was my whole idea with the Wisconsin Maples. Like, it should have been a W, but I made it. I flipped it, and I was like, no, I want it to be the M for the Maples. We'll look at it here after the game. But that's the whole thing. It's hilarious to me. I swear, man. People watch and they copy. Watch out, bullpen! Watch out. Invest in Gunnar, Witt, and Scanes. Yeah, I wish I could. You can, in our league, you can keep guys for 4 seasons. You can keep them for 4 years, and then you lose them. You don't have to keep them all 4. You can let them go in year 3, but why would you do that? So Gunner's owned. Witt is going into the draft next year. Scanes is like, he's going to be owned for the next 2 seasons. So that'll be a good day. That'll be a good draft. Scanes is in there. If I'm sucky enough next year, because all my core is gone, so I'll probably be pretty bad next year. That's why this year's so important. I gotta win this year. I have to win this year. It's now or never. Oh my goodness, Lip Branson, what are you doing? Need some insurance there, big dog. Got to go up 3 games, nothing. Gotta make a play. Gotta make a play. Yep, it looks like it. Look at this. This guy's still gonna throw a pitch. What a idiot. What is going on with the offense? Look at the losing teams. Did you guys see that? That line? 2 hits for Pittsburgh, 2 runs. Seemed just like the San Diego game. 2 hits, 2 runs.
2-1.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it's almost 1 in the morning. I think this is going to do it. This is going to be the last game here tonight. And then we'll pick this up on Sunday. We'll stream on Sunday night, and we'll get this finished up. Get the championship series finished up, and we'll determine our Gold Series last season of gameplay. Can you believe it? Last season of gameplay. Who will be the champ?
Now batting, number 9.
And if we can finish this up on Sunday, that means on Friday, next Friday, next Friday the 17th, Friday the 17th, we'll go live and we'll do the Gold Series. And I don't think we're going to show like every single game either. I think we're going to, I like this format here.
2-2.
Games 1, games 2, sim. see where we're at.
Ball.
Most likely it'll be a 1-1 series because both teams are good. Sim game 3, break the tie, and get into the heart of the series, man.
Leading off for the Goldglover, the right fielder, number 4.
Ball.
Got a wedding tomorrow.
Ball. 1 strike.
What do you guys got going on the weekend? I say tomorrow, but I mean it already is tomorrow. It's already Saturday. I'm the type of person that unless I go to sleep, it's not tomorrow yet.
Now batting, the second baseman, Scott Gonzalez.
It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow.
He's out.
Now batting, shortstop, Nelson Gillespie.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Already running out of steam here tonight. Running out of steam, boys. Whew. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And the sad thing is I've got a code red over here too. And I'm just
Now batting, the first baseman,
caffeine doesn't affect me anymore.
One, two. Ball 2. 2 balls. 2 strikes.
You know, I really thought about changing some of the branding for the Nuggets going into 26.
now batting, number 21.
Like that color scheme right now, it really screams desert. It screams Vegas. But I might swap out that orange for more of like a gold instead of that orange.
Ball. Pitch out.
I think that would look a lot better actually. And then the little nugget character has always like, instead of like being a nugget, he looks more like a taco shell. And I can't. And ever since I had that logo,
Ball 4. First base.
like I had that logo created for me. I didn't make that one. I put the text together, but I actually paid for that. And I don't know. I just feel like he's a little creepy looking. He looks like a taco. He looks like a taco shell. YFB, am I the only one who hates the default pitching? No. I agree with you. I hate it too. I hate it. And you know what? What's sad? Every pitcher that's drafted has it.
Ball 2.
It's like way too common. Like how hard is it? Because every batter has their own stance. Every batter that you draft has their own stance. I mean, I guess for the most part, like they like there is some variation. There's a lot of
Full count.
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. There's not a lot of variation, but there's enough where you can't be able to say, oh yeah, every batter has the same stance. Because I mean, look at these guys. Like Derek Conrad, he's not a custom guy. He's just a dude that was in the league, and I think he was part of the season 1 roster, and he's got that stance, right? George Ariano, another guy. He's got his own stance. Like, and obviously I don't know where they get these stances from. I mean, is that a legend stance? I don't know. But a lot of them, like this one, I see this one a little often too. This little tap on the shoulder thing. But I've noticed with pitchers, a lot of guys that are drafted have the same throwing motion. And I agree with you. I feel like if hitters are able to have some variation, then why can't
Ladies and
pitchers?
gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching. Number 8, leading for the Hammers. The third baseman, number 33.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then you have guys like Manuel Pryor, custom player, and Chaz Worthington, custom pitcher, who have their own unique look and feel.
Now batting, number 4. The batter, number 9.
Fortunately, Pittsburgh is running out of outs. They're about to go down 3-0. Might be a sweep. Worthington is too tough. I might keep him out there for the 9th if I was managing this team.
Now pitching. Bravo. Hamby. The catcher, Pablo Almonte.
Just way out front.
One, two.
Look at that, dude. He's not even throwing hard.
Now batting, number 4.
Oh my God. The Dodgers and the Rangers, 7-7. They can't. The Dodgers can't close them out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Your attention, please.
All right, it's going to be up to Danny Marmot to shut him down. 4-2 game. He's already got 2 strikes.
The lefty.
Ryan Smith will be 2-3-4 coming up for the Hammers. Tough pitch to lay off of, but he does. Johnny Gomes batting stance there for Ryan Smith. That one's used a lot for drafted players, I've noticed. Takes another pitch, a fork ball. 2 low and away pitches perfectly placed by Danny Marmot, but he just spat on him. And then he takes this one too. Wow, okay, so Smith is on. Leadoff hitter is on.
The batter,
Jordan Van's already got a triple in this one. 2 runs down in a 1-1 count. Van takes that one. Marmot has not thrown a strike in this entire bit of gameplay here. In quick counts he has, but he's not delivered a strike yet. There's one, and it looked like it could have been a ball. 2-2. Ground ball. I don't know if they're going to get 2. Nope, they will concede the runner at second. They'll get the speedy one at first. That does give at least Pittsburgh a chance to drive home that run to get a 1. See if Arturo can come through here. That slur finally hits the zone for a strike. Just don't want to ground out into a double play here in the game. Steven Arturo. Can he be a hero? Read 2-2. Oh, dude. It's floating right in there. Swing. For any of my baseball players out there, if you guys are watching, do you ever get into a position where sometimes you're in the box and a pitch just mesmerizes you? It looks so good that you just stare at it. That's happened to me before, okay? Back when I was younger. Not so much anymore, but when I was younger, okay. Oh, man. Well, that is game over for Pittsburgh. They find themselves down in a deep, deep hole. 3-0. Vegas one more win away for their first ever Gold Series appearance in this series. YFP says the default one is so bad. And you know what's funny? Trevor May doesn't have his actual motion. They gave him that BS in 22 and 23. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Who got this guy a net win now? Wow. Hancock got a win. Wow. 5 innings and he was awful, but he got a win. Soroka, 5 2/3, 10 strikeouts. He was awful, but he got a win. Unbelievable, dude. Can't catch a break, man. I'm down 4-7 now, and it's going to get bad. It's going to get even worse. He'll get a stolen base from Ellie De La Cruz. He's hitting .331 this week. ERA, he'll take ERA because my guys suck today. He'll pick up net wins. Won't get whip. I'll take whip. Unbelievable. All right. This team should be so much better than it is right now, man. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It's April. It's April. It's April. It's April. April. It's just April. Talk to me in June, right? Talk to me in June. All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for tonight. Next time I see you will be Sunday night in an attempt to finish the championship series off. So it'll be part number 2. And it looks like we might get, I mean, it could happen. We might not be able to finish it on Sunday night. Like Vegas might not be able to shut them down. Pittsburgh might get a win. And they might get another win. Either way, it's kind of the downfall of going up 3-0 is like the one team that you need to win in order to just get the thing settled. You know, if they're going to win anyway, you would rather have them just do it in a sweep because that we don't have to watch Pittsburgh kind of crawl back just to end up losing it anyway. Like if Pittsburgh wins the next game and then the next one, if they win 2, it's like, okay, go ahead and win the whole thing then. If you're just going to keep winning, then go ahead and do that. But I would almost rather prefer Vegas to just get it done, sweep them, so then we know. It's just like 4 less games that we need to watch. And then, yeah, Atlanta, San Diego is still anyone's game here. So the thing is like if San Diego ties this one up, if San Diego ties this one up, 2-2, we're going to get Cardenas in battle. Probably we'll swap that out. But maybe not. I'll probably end up simming this one anyway. If it's 2-2, Knapp gets a win for San Diego, right? Kara gets a loss. San Diego forces a 2-2. We're going to have to break that tie with the sim. And then someone's going to be up 3-2, and we'll watch that one on the 15th. But either way, guys, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. It's always fun hanging out and talking baseball, fantasy, real life stuff, GGBL stuff. It's always a good time. And it was a nice chill stream tonight. Appreciate it. But yeah, you guys have a good Saturday. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on Sunday night. Probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern, but won't be as late as I did tonight. Tonight was just kind of like, oh, it's 10:45. I got nothing better to do. Let's go live. Let's focus on some GGBL. But yeah, like I said, good talking to you guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.